Noob, rookie, novice, newbie, beginner. What does all of that even mean? My name is Abby. I am the curly-haired keeper. This is Aries. He's going to be filming with me today, and today is all about beginners. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscription button and notification bell, and let's jump right in. Quick disclaimer, I would describe myself as a beginner. I just got my first snake in September of 2021, and while I have a lot of experience caring for a bunch of different types of animals, I am still relatively new to keeping reptiles. And I don't think catching and keeping garter snakes in the 90s really counts. So let's start with what a beginner actually is. Now, the common definition of beginner is someone just starting to learn a new skill or a new activity. That's from Oxford Dictionary. Thank you for that. When we are brand new to something, we often start out not even knowing what questions to ask. And honestly, for me anyway, that's part of the fun. Being new to something means everything you experience is going to be new and hopefully exciting. There is so much to learn when starting to keep reptiles. From choosing an animal that would be best for you, which that's a whole process in and of itself, so highly recommend you go check out these channels, to learning proper husbandry of that animal, heating, lighting, humidity, diet, oh my, to how to interact and eventually handle that animal and provide the right enrichment for them. I think there's a point in everyone's life where it becomes uncool to make a mistake. And the fear of those mistakes keep us from trying new things. I was actually stuck in this pattern in my yoga practice for a while. I was watching people do these amazing inversions and I wouldn't even try because I was afraid of falling over. And then one day I decided to challenge myself and get out of my comfort zone. I practiced doing a headstand every day until eventually I was able to actually do it. It turned out the falling over was really no big deal, and it was the fear of the unknown that was keeping me from trying. And I didn't accomplish getting into a headstand by myself. I had a lot of support. I asked questions in classes and of friends who could do inversions, and also tried to pick up tips and tricks wherever I could find them. My point here is diving into something new and unknown can be scary. This is probably the biggest reason most people don't try something new. Making mistakes is bound to happen when we're new to something. I didn't learn how to do a headstand without falling over several times, and I will continue to fall, either in actuality or figuratively, as I continue to explore new things. So if you are just starting out on your reptile keeping journey, first off, welcome. It is an amazing community to be a part of. There are so many of us willing to answer any questions you may have and set you up for success. It can be scary starting off caring for another living thing, something that is relying on you not only to survive, but thrive. So make sure you do your research and ask so many questions, even if that question is, what questions do I even ask? And don't miss out on an opportunity to keep wonderful animals like reptiles or do anything else you may want to do because you're afraid of failure. And here's the good news. None of us know everything. We're all continuously learning together. So let's break this down a little bit. We're going to use this knowledge pie to break down knowledge in 3 different pieces. Now, the first piece is what we know we know. Notice this piece is a really tiny slice of this knowledge pie. Now, this next slice of pie is what we know we don't know. Now, this chunk of knowledge is sizably larger than the slice of knowledge that we actually know. And it acts as the bridge to all of the things that we don't actually know but want to learn about. And then there's the third slice of pie, which is essentially most of the pie, and that is what we don't know, we don't know. Now, this actually applies to everyone. There's just too much knowledge out there for any one person to learn all of it in the span of one lifetime. Aries says he could do it. Maybe. Now, from this standpoint, we are all continuously learning. In fact, I think one of the things that is often overlooked in someone's expertise of something is the fact that they are continuously seeking out new knowledge and learning from it. If you've ever talked to someone who's been keeping reptiles successfully for years and years, and they say that they don't really know what they're doing, this is probably what they're talking about. Their slices of knowledge, knowing what they know and knowing what they don't know, is probably significantly larger than anyone starting out keeping reptiles, but they're acknowledging the fact that what they don't know is a much bigger piece of that pie, and they're continuously learning and growing as a keeper. Keeping reptiles is a continuous learning process, and there is always more to discover. And really, the fact that there is so much out there to be discovered is a big part of the fun. In the end, we're all in this together. We're a group of people who have found a fascination with and a passion for often misunderstood animals, which is a good segue to remind you to support USARK. They fight for our privilege in keeping and caring for these amazing animals, and allows us to focus our energy on educating the general public on how amazing these animals truly are. Make sure you subscribe to their YouTube channel, and if you can, go become a supporting member. You can sign up for as little as $5 a month. Keeping reptiles and exotic pets is still a relatively new practice compared to keeping something like a dog or a cat. There's still a lot out there that we just haven't discovered yet. The seeking of more knowledge and how we can continuously grow and learn and improve as keepers is one of the best things in the human experience. Many of us continue to ask questions and challenge ourselves in how we can keep these animals better. And this hobby can't grow without the welcoming of new people. So just know you are more than welcome here. Like I said before, I am very much a beginner and will always be one. Editing Abby here. Quick clarification about knowledge versus experience. So experience can gain you knowledge, but knowledge does not gain you experience. Only time practicing a certain thing can gain you experience. So I just wanted to make that clarification. I think it's important. A good example of this would be something like learning how to dance. You could watch a bunch of YouTube videos and research the theory behind movement, but until you actually practice doing a dance of any kind, you don't really know how to do it, right? Or the application of the knowledge that you've been researching. So that's a good example of knowledge versus experience. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. Back to your original program. So what do you think? Are we all perpetual beginners, even in our expertise of something? Is there anything I missed? What has your experience been when doing something new? I would love to hear all about it in the comments below. And that's a wrap for this week. Before you skedaddle, don't forget to hit that subscription button and notification bell. Also, a huge thank you to our Patreon community. Your support of this channel and my obsession with the reptile keeping is so appreciated. If you would also like to join the curly-haired keeper Patreon family, you can check out the link below. We'll see you next week. I'm literally sitting on the floor. Super professional setup. And while I still have, nope. Oh, he's gonna start running. He's trying to start a running workout on my watch. Can we not go for a run right now? It's a little cold out for you. I think there's a point in time in everyone's life where it becomes uncool to make a mistake. I'm a snake. Are you a Miss Snake? No, you're a Mr. Snake. Armpit snake. That's attractive. La, la, la. That's why I don't sing.
Welcome to the inside of my head. It's